It is time to find out what shows are available to stream this weekend.
This week, we have a supernatural teen drama adapted from Charles Forsman's graphic novel. I just forced myself to say that name. The graphic novel. We have another season of Altered Carbon on Netflix and a mysterious anthology series created and produced by Jason Segel. So, where he makes his return to television for the first time since How I Met Your Mother. So here to walk us through all of this is Krutika Mallikarjuna. She is a senior editor at TV Guide. Thank you so much for joining us.
How's it going?
All right, so up first we have I Am Not Okay With This. I'm saying it like that because I just saw like a little teaser trailer that they do, and I thought, ooh.
Okay.
But then I thought,
this seems like up your
but then
alley.
I thought, I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah, it's a very catchy title.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was funny or not, but it's a supernatural teen drama. Let's take a listen, a look and a listen.
Anyway, my dad died last spring, and now everything's so different. Dear diary, when does this get easier? It's probably just puberty.
So
I
she's
feel
got
like I liked it when it was
supernatural
called Stranger Things.
Well, so this is actually from the producers of Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
And it stars a majority of the cast of the first It movie. So like very much in the realm of that genre. But what I think is really nice about I Am Not Okay With This is like unlike shows like Umbrella Academy, it's not a season that's devoted to this like young teenager trying to save the world. It's way more.
Who strangely looks like Millie Bobby Brown.
And also a little bit like our girl Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
This is very like a purposeful
Yeah,
nod to that era. But
wow.
she's really like this show. The lead in this is like not really a teenage girl who's like recognizing her superpowers, trying to control them, while also trying to like battle the great villain that's like coming to, destroy her town or the world or etc. Any of these big things. It's much more focused on like the teen drama of life, and like her powers manifest in times when she's suppressing her own trauma over her father's death. And it's a much more sort of internal look at why these superpowers are manifesting. And I really like that because, superpowers sort of decontextualized from having to save the world makes them, for me, a lot more interesting and a new take on this sort of genre.
All right. I'm good with Stranger Things. Like, what we do every week. What we do every week is like we always say, like, I'm going to watch this. I'm not going to watch
15 to 20 minutes.
Per episode.
Oh.
You can
It's
dive
very
into
short.
that.
It's like bite-sized. It's a snack.
Okay.
So like if you're in between Stranger Things and you're like, I just rewatched the season for the 5th time. My name is Vlad. What am I gonna do for a little snack? This might be for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. All right. I might have, like Eddie Murphy says in Trading Places, I might be able to hang with you two fellas for a little while. Okay. So next we have season 2 of the Netflix original series Altered Carbon. Let's take a look at this.
Bespoke design by Kamalo BioWare. Military use only. Rapid healing, enhanced reaction time, among other bells and whistles.
Oh my.
All right, so Anthony Mackie taking over the role of Takeshi Kovacs in the 2nd season of Altered Carbon. What'd you think?
I mean, I honestly like Anthony Mackie's version way better than Joel Kinnaman's. No offense to Joel, but the first season of Altered Carbon didn't really hook me personally because I thought it was very self-serious and like took itself way too seriously for, genre fans to really get into it and enjoy the things we love about genre. But Anthony Mackie brings a much warmer tone to the series. And like, it's not that it's suddenly an action comedy. The show is not that. But he finds moments where this character does like have moments of joy and levity, and it rounds out the lead character in a way where you can start to enjoy the show and the rest of the show in ways that I felt like you really couldn't in season 1. And because of the premise of the show, most of the cast has changed over because they all have new sleeves or bodies as their minds have been transferred along. And another standout of the season is Renee Goldsberry, who most of us will recognize as Angelica from Hamilton.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
AMC is launching a new show. It's called Dispatches from Elsewhere. It's being launched this Sunday. Let's take a look.
You've all been selected as agents of nonchalance. Behind this world, there is a world which has been hidden from you.
It's so cool. And you are a key to unlocking our vision.
You must find Clara.
All right, I like Richard Grant. Jason Segel returning to television for the
Right.
first time since How I Met Your Mother. But it looks a little serious.
I like
It
this,
is.
though.
It is. I mean, you can tell that Jason Segel was sick of How I Met Your Mother by the time that
It's
show
like the
ended.
polar opposite of that character.
It basically
right.
is. Like, this is very much, he's producing this, and he's sort of like the mind, the creative force behind the show, and he's coming back to TV, and like his part, the show isn't necessarily a drama, but his part is very dramatic.
What's
and
the premise?
So it's really hard to explain. It's based off of this.
My boss used to always say, if it's too hard to explain, how are you going to make it entertaining?
Hear her out.
Also, it's based on
What's
this.
the elevator pitch for this?
The elevator pitch. So it's based on this alternate reality sort of RPG game that happened in San Francisco called Games of Nonchalance. And basically what happened is a bunch of people in San Francisco started seeing flyers for these weird experiments like, hey, come get your picture taken and we'll take a snapshot of your memories from the past. Like stuff like that, like you're like, this is implausible.
Right.
But people started to get curious, and when they went to these places to see what was going on, they got caught up in this almost diabolical game on this search for this missing woman, and people didn't know if it was real or if it was a game or if it was a, crass marketing ploy or if they were like joining a cult.
God, come on, that sounds good. That
sounds pretty good.
And what
Sounds pretty
happened,
good.
what revealed itself was like these groups of people were separated on teams, hunting for this missing woman, and they found like divine nonchalance. Like that was the sort of ideal of the game. And at the end of the game, which lasted 5 years, had 5 acts, they were like, okay, now we know this is a game, and the idea of this game was just for adults to find magic in everyday life, in real life again. And Jason Segel was really taken by that premise because he was like so lost as an adult after making tons of money. He was like,
Yeah.
what am I about? Who
Real
am I?
lost.
What's my purpose?
I'd love to be lost.
Find a guru.
Can you help
Some
me get
people
lost?
find gurus, other people make, brand new shows.
Make brand new shows. So this is a game based on that, or this is a TV show based on that, and we start with 4 main characters, and they all get sucked into this game in different ways and end up playing on a team. And their character evolutions are beautiful. It's not really about the mystery, it's about people coming together as adults and finding ways to connect even when they're supposed to be set in life already. And I want to say Andre 3000, amazing in this show.
But
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
happy that he's like doing stuff.
He's so good. He's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that's really interesting. Okay.
So wait, I just
Yeah.
want to say that over the past couple of weeks, 2 of your recommendations have been outstanding.
the past
Hentified.
couple of weeks.
Which
No,
one?
but I mean,
I'm gonna take notes.
How long have you been here?
Hentified was awesome.
Hentified was so good.
I watched that.
Hentified, oh, yeah.
I watched that whole thing in just one weekend, and High Fidelity, which I was like, I love the book.
Yeah,
love
I know
Nick
you were
Hornby's
torn
book.
about
I was
that.
torn about it. I love the movie. In fact, I went back and rewatched the movie before I watched the series, and then I realized that a lot of it is taken almost verbatim from the movie, but done in a very cool, eclectic way.
Zoe Kravitz really brings
Yeah,
it.
she really does. Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to give these 2 a look.
All right, Krutika.
Yeah, Altered Carbon and what's the other one called? Something about
I Am Not
nonchalance?
Okay.
I'm not okay.
And then Dispatches from Elsewhere.
There we go.
That's the one I'll try. I think Dispatches from Elsewhere. All right, Krutika, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Krutika.
Thank you.